Today we're going to give you 3 reasons why you are losing money in NFTs.
Yeah, so there's 2 types of people in the NFT space. Those that are in it for the, community, art, or the utility. That's cool. But I would say a large percentage of the people, probably about 90% of the people that are in the NFT space buying NFTs today are in it to make that money.
And this video is going to be for you. So we're going to get into the number 1 reason why people are losing money. I think it's the hodl mentality.
Yeah, not the good hodl, not the, I'm hodling forever. You've hodled too long. You've hodled past the top, and now you're hodling all the way back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're talking about when we say hodl in this video.
Yeah, and one of the things you do need to do is you need to take profits. If you minted 5 of something and it's done a 5x, sell 1 and you've paid for your entire mint.
Yeah. Well, also, if your goal is to make money, there's something that happens when you're trading and something's going up, or when you're buying an NFT and it starts to going up. Your emotions start taking control, and you think it's going to continue to go up forever.
Yep.
It's not. Usually when you start thinking, hey, this thing's going to go to the moon, that is the time to sell. Didn't you have like a similar experience with the mutant apes?
Yeah, the mutant ape, I didn't sell into the hype. Sometimes you have to sell into the hype. Justin Bieber bought an ape. It was up, and now it's down 8-9 ETH. I should have sold into the hype.
I feel like you knew better, too, because you actually said it's probably going to go down now.
Yeah, I actually even did put it up for sale, but you know what? I was greedy and put it at ETH above floor.
Yeah, well, you can't do that. So, yeah, so there is such thing as hodling too long. When you start to feel like it's going to go to the moon and it's already gone up 8x, 10x, go ahead and take your money off the table. That would be my suggestion if you're trying to make money. There's plenty of other
if you're trying to make money. There are some blue chips. Maybe it's a forever hold, but some people, they are here to make some money. So let's get into the number 2 reason why people are losing money. What is the number 2 reason?
Impatience.
Yeah, I know I felt it.
Yeah, very impatient. So, like, a lot of people will get into a project and maybe they didn't do all the research they needed to, and they didn't see that the roadmap might have been Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, an entire year or even more. So they buy it. The project doesn't do anything. The floor price may even go down. And then they sell. They sell at a loss.
Yeah. A lot of things take time. Web3, you got to build these things out. They might say, hey, we're going to integrate where you can view it on our website and we can do some sort of attribute calculator or something. And it doesn't happen in 2 weeks. You get impatient. You're like, you know what? I don't trust this. This is taking too long. You felt that impatience, and then you just paper-handed it. Sometimes, these things take time. So it takes time to build a community. It takes time to build a good Web3 website.
Yeah, well, a lot of times with these projects, the teams, they don't have the money to, like, build the game, build the metaverse, and do all this other stuff. Sometimes the money comes from the drop. So the real development doesn't even start until after the drop. So you got to keep that in mind. Crypto makes people very impatient because of the types of gains. And with NFTs, you can get burned that way.
Yeah, and you'll feel that impatient when it goes in waves. You'll have that spike, and then, a lot of people will take profit. Some would say the smart money's taking profit, and then it goes down, and you panic, and you feel that impatience, and then next thing you know, you're listing below floor, and then you were the bottom. You were the bottom seller, and then next thing you know, it's doubled, it's tripled. If you just would have waited a couple weeks, you could have made all your investment back and then some, but, that impatient can take hold, and then you feel that fear. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that kind of goes into one of my core beliefs as an investor. Never invest in more than you're willing to lose or willing to let sit. If you invest in something and you got to get it back out in a week, you probably don't need to be making that investment. You're going to make those impatient, bad decisions that way.
All right, the final reason why you are losing money in NFTs, I'll tell you what it is. You felt the FOMO.
Maybe there's your favorite influencer. Maybe Deezy sitting here shilling an NFT project.
Yeah, and you had that fear of missing out. And you know what? You saw the hype. A Gary V or a Steve Aoki or somebody just tweeted about a project at Justin Bieber. You know what you do? You buy in and you buy into the hype. You bought the top. Next thing you know, it's going down.
Yeah. Well, there's a saying for that too. You don't buy the top of anything.
Yeah.
You don't buy a spike. You don't buy a top. You don't buy a wick on a candle when it comes to crypto. You wait. The best decisions I've made is I've been very patient. I've had my dry powder, as Elio Trades would say, and I'm waiting for a dip or for when a project just comes out or a mint.
Yeah, and then sometimes you'll see that FOMO right after a mint. It mints out in a minute. the price will spike and you'll feel that FOMO. Oh, I got to get in. I got to get in. You know what? You just bought into the hype. Next thing you know, again, it's just going to start going down. Also, you'll see that with some airdrop stuff too.
Yeah, airdrop stuff. But going back to just the fear of missing out. So if in crypto, we think that this is or in NFT land, we think that this is the last chance. Oh my God, I got to get into this. This is it. I have a fear of missing out. But what you don't realize, if you zoom out enough, there's going to be another project that comes out in the next month, the next week, the next day, that you're going to have the same opportunity. So there is no reason to buy into the hype, to buy into influencers constantly shilling one project when it's already gone up 10x. You won't see us doing that.
Yeah, you bring up a good point too. With these airdrops, you'll have this FOMO. Oh, they're going to have a snapshot at noon. I got to buy it right now. It's 11 a.m. I got an hour left. You got to buy it. And then the airdrop happens, the snapshot happens. Yeah, if you just would have waited, you could have bought what they would have airdropped, usually at a discount.
Or you could buy the next Bored Ape, or the next Mutant Ape, or the next V-Friends.
Yeah, or they're doing a token airdrop. Just go on the market. You know what happens a lot of times when they do a token airdrop? Everybody sells, and then the price plummets.
Yeah.
All right, so you avoid that hodl mentality, avoid that impatience, and avoid that FOMO.
Do those three things, and you can become a successful trader.
Ooh.